Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another On the Water with Dustin White. Dustin, how are you?
Doing well, Marvin. How are you doing? I'm hanging out here at the Crazy Rainbow Lodge, but, thinking about you and all our friends back east.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been absolutely tragic. I mean, we were lucky here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
We got, quite honestly, not even a lot of rain. But our friends in, Southwest Virginia, East Tennessee, and Western North Carolina, I mean, it's going to be years and, to get things kind of back on track. And, it's hard. I mean, a lot of loss of life, a lot of loss of property, from an economic perspective. So much of the economy in that part of the world is tourism driven. It's going to be a really tough road, for, to get back. But, as we were talking about before, the fly fishing community is responding positively. We just have to remember, folks, that this isn't going to be done by Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's. We're going to be working on this for years to come.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I just echo the same sentiment you said. We have so much, so much extensions in the relationships we have, friends, family, coworkers, peers, colleagues that are, deeply affected by this. And, we ache with them and, we hurt with them, and just the devastation that's there. But the encouragement, in this, really, really difficult time is that, we've seen a response of just, the best part of humanity coming together and supporting each other and donating and reaching out and, giving ourselves to, our friends or loved ones, even strangers, in need, to see each other through. And it's been great. So, we'll get through this. I think it was Hendersonville Outfitters said, like trout, we will rise. It just takes all of us together to do so. And we are. It's tough to be, here in Central Wyoming, and, the environment is, relatively pleasant. But we're cognizant of everyone, back east that's going through it, but, we're here with you and we're supporting you, and we're here for however we can continue to support you, in recovering through everything.
Yeah. And I would say, folks, if you're listening to this and you want to, have some options to donate and kind of support the recovery effort, I will drop a link in the show notes. I put out a blog post last week with some suggestions for each of those three parts of the country and various flavors. And you can even direct the money to specific counties if that's something that you want to do. And, Dustin, shifting gears a little bit, you're kind of in the official fall cool off in Central Wyoming. What are you seeing on the water?
Yeah. Pretty killer dry fly action. We've had, tricos and, baetis in the morning has been really, really good. We are very, very, very clear on water clarity. So once that sun gets up, you do hit a little bit of a dry spell for folks that are wanting to either throw tries or strip streamers in the middle of the day. Midday, baetis still is our best option. We do have fish still willing to take some, stonefly patterns, in caddis in the middle of the day, cranefly, some large stuff, but that's going to be, definitely drifted under either some sort of dropper or a bobber. But then as the evening starts to roll around, the caddis hatch becomes, pretty prolific. And so we're seeing a lot of fish willing to take, larger caddis patterns on the surface. And I would say that's, Marvin, kind of across the board on all three systems, both on the reef and lower on the mile and on the bighorn. In terms of streamer patterns, because we are pretty low and pretty clear for this time of year, tan and natural definitely is the way to go there. So I would say, full intermediate, even a floating line would do great. Just be cognizant there's still some, with the cooler evenings that we still have a lot of grass, a lot of moss breaking off from the bottom. So, you're going to be, cleaning your flies off, throughout the throughout the day. But the streamer fishing has been remarkably successful, especially early morning up to about that lunchtime hour.
Got it. And, since you're out at the lodge, why don't we make that our restaurant for this episode? And why don't you let folks know kind of what it's like to be out and stay at the lodge as opposed to staying in town?
Yeah, so we're so fortunate, so blessed here with Crazy Rainbow Fly Fishing, the Ugly Bug Fly Shop, that we've got 3 different, lodging options for folks. We have our lodge, which is right on the river, right next to our kind of rendezvous for most folks. Trips that come out, sleeps 12 folks comfortably. Comes, we have, family style meals that are done, just amazingly by Lori, who takes care of us. So that's everything from, elk tenderloins to pheasant to, filet to walleye, locally sourced. We've got a ton of just fantastic meals that we offer to folks. Right here with, private fishing access. If you want a little more of the intimate, not necessarily rugged, but, I want to be, it's a fishing sort of trip just a little bit down the road, about a half mile down the road. We have our river cabin. Still comes with the same food accommodations, but comes with some of the best wade fishing options that are on the river. But if you have a larger group that want a little more amenities, we also have a river house as you get in the town into Casper. So kind of, whether you're dealing for a larger group, more of the roughing it, but with amenities, river options, or being close to all the things to see and do here in Casper, we've got a few different options for you. That all 3 of them are right on the river, have exclusive private fishing access for you. But come with meals and all the amenities that you'd want with it.
Yeah, and I would also say, too, that Lori makes a mean shore lunch.
Oh, the best of the biz. Lori just does an incredible job, takes care of all of his fishing guides and clients incredibly well, and will definitely welcome you with that warm Western hospitality that we've come to know and love very, very, very much here at the Ugly Bug and Crazy Rainbow.
Yeah, the cookies are the bomb.
Oh, yeah. And you never know what you're going to get every day. The cookie's different. The accoutrement is, it keeps you on your toes, but it's always good.
Yeah. Well, listen, before I let you go, folks, this tonight was your last shot to send in questions, and next time we're going to draw for the half day with Dustin. But Dustin, before I let you go, you want to let folks know where they can find you so they can get on your guide calendar before you head back east and chase steelhead?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me. My Instagram is at Dustin James White, or you can give us a call at the Ugly Bug Fly Shop at 307-234-6395.
Well, there you go. Well, folks, as always, say you owe it to yourself to get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Dustin.
Tight lines, Marvin. Thanks so much.